Bombadoo. So, we've had some breakthroughs. I don't know if y'all saw on the Twitter, but I actually am able to use the controller now because someone on Steam was able to help me figure out what the hell was going on and why it wasn't working. So that's cool. So now we're gonna make some actual progress on the plot. And also, because I got the controller working, I'm actually able to click off from the screen and hold on. Okay, I've clicked off of it and Titus isn't running away. Titus isn't running away. He's not moving. He's not doing anything. So it was in fact because the controller. So I now can actually do what I was originally intending to do with this game from the very beginning, which is actually use the OCR to extract text and then check that text inside of a dictionary so that I can actually look up new words. So I can actually properly use this for studying Japanese the way I actually intended to. So thank you, person whose username I completely forget on Steam. Thank you for making this a possibility. I know I have the screenshot up on Steam. I'm pretty sure their username is in the screenshot. So thank you, that person, so much for making this a possibility. Hello, little bro. I just woke up after being up for 17 hours. I hope you're doing okay. How long did you get to sleep? Actually, hold on. I haven't actually tried this yet. With all my setup, OBS and VTube Studio and all that stuff running. So let's hope that when I use the OCR it doesn't glitch out. Let's test this. I'm gonna test this, okay? So I'm gonna hover over. You guys probably can't see me doing this. Okay. So for the uninitiated, I just hovered over part of the screen, and now, thanks to this handy little program that's on my other monitor called JGlossator, I now know that the part I hovered over said Soulbeat, and that Soulbeat means equipment. And this is how I'm going to learn to actually speak the Japanese. Maybe. In theory. At least now I can actually do it. Because that was the whole reason that I started that I wanted to start playing games in Japanese in the first place. And the whole reason I chose this game as the first one, because I was like, it's really linear and I've already beaten it before, so I don't really need to know exactly what's going on in order to beat it. So it'll make it way easier for me to just, play it and not have to worry about so many things. And now it's actually working. Now I'm actually finally able to do the thing that I said I was going to do. Also, let's figure out what the Japanese way of saying sphere grid is. Sphere via Bon. Bon, the kanji means plate, dish, platter, or disc. I guess that makes sense. That is kind of what it is. I slept at 12 and woke up a bit ago, so it's about 6 hours. Had to take mom to the hospital for an emergency. I couldn't sleep for work. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Is everything okay? I hope everything's okay. I ended up calling off work to take care. Oh, shit. I know how that is. I'm sorry, dude. I hope everything's alright. Alright. And now I'm out of level 2 Q spheres. I think she'll be okay, just has to stay off her feet for a while. Well, I hope that isn't too much of a problem for her. I know if your mother is anything like my mother, that is gonna be difficult, because my mom doesn't like to sit still. It's kind of a problem. Oh my god, this feels so much better to play on a controller. Also, I don't know. I don't think... Hold on, let me look at the meter. I don't think my button presses are coming through on the mic. They shouldn't be. It doesn't look like they are. Sure. And... Sorry, Kage, I hope things get better for you. I do as well. Sounds very stressful. Reflect. Spell. Which way do I want to take you? What's this? Shell. Pura. Yeah, sure, why not? Why not have another person who can use white magic? Okay. So let's continue on our journey. Whee! Ouch. Ouch as well. Okay. Now, excuse me while I be real annoying, because I'm super excited about being able to actually do this. OCR is processing. Is it though? OCR is processing. Oh no, it can't read that one for some reason. Can it read this one? Why isn't it reading? No! Okay, that one worked. So the third option is Butsukoto. Butsukoto. Thing, object, article, stuff, substance, one's things, possessions, property, belongings. That's interesting term, Butsukoto, that I'm not familiar with. Let's try this again. Still not wanting to read that one. Not wanting to read that one either. Is it because I'm in a snowy area and the white background is messing with things? It's probably that. I don't hear your button presses, so you're okay, little bro. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Onyx. Welcome. Okay, so... might just be because the semi-transparent background is throwing it off. I can read all these anyway because they're just in katakana. They're just English words. And then that says item. That's also an English word. All these are also, well, most of this is English words. Potion, high potion, mega potion, ether, elixir, this one's partially in English. It says Phoenix in English, but then the part that actually says, like, I believe it's... let's figure out what the Japanese word for Phoenix down is. If it'll read. Okay, yeah. Phoenix no O. Chinese tail constellation. Counter for fish, shrimp, etc. Huh. My assumption is that it must be some kind of really specific word for feather or something. I don't know. Similar to like how they call it Phoenix down in English. Mega Phoenix. This one's the poison getting rid of. This is antidote in the English version. Let's find out what the Japanese name for it is. Doku Keshi just means antidote, but it's spelled Doku, the kanji for Doku, then the kanji for Ke, and then hiragana Shi. Okay. Also, I've been up since 6 a.m. due to work scheduling for summer. Long story though, it comes with getting Friday off. Well, that's good. Having Friday off is always good. You will get some rest. Take it easy, man. Really sorry for what you've been through. Also, hi, bisexuals. I can't believe the reverse of Phoenix is the reverse of Phoenix is fish. Okay. I know this is a golden needle because the kanji at the beginning is gold. But I wonder if it's actually called a gold needle in Japanese. Kin no hari. Hari means needle. Ah, so it is literally called a gold needle in Japanese. That's nice to know. And I'm assuming this is literally eye drops because the kanji at the beginning. Uh, Megusity. Yep, eye drops. Eye drops or eye wash. And then this is in kata, or this is in hiragana, but I don't know these words. So what does this say? Yamabi koso. Echo. Yamabi koso. So this must be the item for getting rid of silence. I wonder if the beagle in it is from the same origin as the bika in hibikase, which means reverberate. Because that would make sense. I know this says tatakao. I don't really need it to work to do that, to know that. I just wish that it was working. Anyway, okay. Let's get Yuna back in here. Because you need to heal your big sister mom. That said, do you mind if I just curl up in your lap and take a nap? That's totally fine. Do that. I ain't got a problem with that. Alrighty, time to translate another word. Mwah. Oh, it did not get that kanji properly. Let's try that again. Huh, it doesn't seem to know that kanji. That is strange. I know it's steel, because I've been doing it multiple times. Yeah, it don't like it. It won't read it for some reason. What about the one for using her special items? Does it like that one? It's a cow to use. Okay, yeah, so that makes sense. And then Hoenn. Good luck or fortune. And Sen-nage. Sen, thousands of yen, and nageru, to throw, cast, away. Sen-nage. What ability is that? And then what's Waidu? What does Waidu mean? Waidu. Bribe. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, but we just need you to steal. I apologize. I'm probably going to be very annoying now that this actually works. I'm not feeling like my usual self. I'm sorry, Anthony. What's wrong? Wow, Baloo, you're really into this. Yes, I'm sorry. I know it's going to be really annoying, but this is genuinely why I wanted to start playing games in Japanese, was so that I could try to learn more vocabulary. So this is kind of what I've always been wanting to do, and I hope that it doesn't get too annoying for everyone. Sandaga. Also, when I do the selection, does my webcam fuck up? Like, does my tracking fuck up? do I still seem to be moving when I do that? Because I can't tell. Because when I'm using the program to select part of the screen for it to extract the text and check it, it makes everything on screen pause. So I don't know if I'm moving while I'm doing it because I can't see it. So if it looks weird, I apologize. I don't I wouldn't know if there's a workaround for it if there is one. Woke up from a nap to give my eyes a rest. Everything seems normal, I think. Okay, that's good to know. Hopefully it stays that way. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. What's the Japanese word for summon? We will now learn. Shokan. Summon. Summoning. Citation. Subpoena. Calling. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm pretty sure they've been calling Yuna a Shokan something, so that checks out. Oh damn, I didn't even realize I got her holy already. Well, that's good to know. But you're not really all that useful right now, Yuna, so get out of here. Everything seems normal, I think. I finally caught up with Duskacres. I still haven't. I'm still very not at all caught up with it. Man, yesterday I think I experienced something like a culture shock. I was watching a YouTuber talk about recent musicians, and he was like, this man is as popular as Michael Jackson, and I was like, literally, what? Well, I'm curious now. Who was he talking about? Because Michael Jackson is really famous. So, like, they might have been exaggerating. I don't know. Unless what you're saying is that it was a culture shock because you don't know who Michael Jackson is, which I guess is also fair. Like, if you aren't from the part of the world where English is the first language, you aren't really in a position to be obligated to know who the fuck Michael Jackson is. JP word for summon gotcha. So that's what I keep seeing, the word gotcha in loot boxes. I'm pretty sure gotcha in Japanese is just the sound effect of a gachapon machine, because that's literally what gachapons are named after. Is they're named after the sounds of, like, you turning the crank is gacha gacha, and then the pon is the sound of the little plastic capsule that the toy is in opening. I know who Michael is. I don't remember the name. Well, like I said, there's a very high probability that whoever they were talking about they were probably exaggerating. That being said, even if they weren't exaggerating, I wouldn't be able to say for certain because I haven't been paying attention to American pop culture in a long time. So, if someone is as popular as Michael Jackson these days, I probably wouldn't know who it was. Kill the dog. And kill the lizard. Hooray! Okay, we need to get this boy in here so that you can kill that thing. And then you kill, well, you do damage that. How was your day? My day's been pretty okay so far. I had sushi earlier. That was pretty tasty. I restarted watching Stranger Things because I started watching it once like years ago, but I never really got into it, but I feel like I really should. It seems like it's a good show. But even then, I only got like a few episodes into it earlier, and then I was like, you know what? I need to stream. Whee! Is there an item up here? Apparently there's robots who want to beat me up. Okay. Let's get Yuna in here so she can save Wakka from dying. And then Riku so she can steal. I guess I'll just have to look up what the Japanese word for steal is. Because I feel like that shouldn't be that rare of a kanji that it would not know what it is. Honestly, it's probably just that the font is hard for it to read, since it is kind of pixelated. It seems like the Japanese font in this game is more pixelated than the English version of it. I miss playing Animumu card games IRL. I get that. I wish that was a more common thing again. You can probably kill it, right? Yeah. And then you burn the other one. It's a shame. I was looking through the mods that they have for this game just because I was like, well, I have this game. I might as well mod it. There's only one mod that I would even consider installing, and all it does is add body hair to Wakka, but I would almost do it. Because I'm not gonna lie, Wakka's really cute, but having noticeable body and armpit hair would be an improvement. Yo, Pog. No, like, I was very shocked to see that. I was like, really? I did not expect someone to actually develop a mod that was clearly made for me. Do it. I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure though. I mean, to be fair, I already find Wakka attractive regardless. So what I need to do is I need to figure out if there's actually a solution for the green screen glitch. Because I would really like if the FMVs stopped fucking up while I was streaming. I have a feeling that it only does it because I'm streaming while I play the game. Probably just because playing the game and streaming at the same time takes a lot more processing power, and it is still technically a 32-bit game. I don't know why this game is not available in 64-bit, but for some reason.
別の召喚師がいないと誰も送れないでしょ。ってことは何人かは魔物になってこの辺りにいてもおかしくない。ユーナは大丈夫だけどな。そうね。
Don't ask me, the body hair adds texture. I agree. Don't get me wrong. I am genuinely thinking about installing the mod. I'm not saying I'm not going to. I just haven't decided if I want to yet. Because unfortunately, I don't think FF10 has a mod organizer type thing yet. Where like you can install different mods and then like turn them on and off when you feel like having them on, like what they have for Skyrim and stuff. And like I know they have those kind of things for like Final Fantasy VII, and I think they have one for 9 as well, but I don't think they have one for 10. Wait, Baloo, why not? Why the fuck not? OMG, I just noticed Aurum put his left sleeve on and off. I just processed that I have no clue what's going on. I do not understand any Japanese and I know nothing about Final Fantasy. Well, are you at least familiar with the fact that every mainline Final Fantasy game is its own separate thing, like its own separate world? Like the world and characters and plot of Final Fantasy X is completely separate from Final Fantasy VII, completely separate from Final Fantasy IV, completely separate from Final Fantasy XIV. All of them are completely separate things. So like, you don't have to know anything about any of the other Final Fantasies for this. It's fine as long as you're not playing a game like Final Fantasy X-2. That one you do have to know Final Fantasy X before you play X-2, but right now we're just playing 10. So as for not knowing Japanese, neither do I. That's why I'm playing it in Japanese, is so that I can try to learn better. All you need to know is that men's hair equals hot. It is true. It is very true. As for, and Spiky, don't forget Spiky. That is also true, because these are all anime men that we're dealing with. Yeah, let's get Kamari in here so he can get some experience points. Yeah. As for, if you're not familiar with, Final Fantasy X. What's going on so far is that this blonde boy who's in the middle right now, he's our main character. His name is supposed to be Titus, but everyone calls him Titus because no one in the game actually says his name. And so everyone back when this game came out assumed his name was supposed to be pronounced Titus, which it turns out that's not actually how it's supposed to be pronounced, but I still call him that. In fact, I renamed him in my save file to Titus because of how spelling works in Japanese. But he's our main dude, and he's a famous sports boy. He plays a game which is basically underwater football, and he's very famous for it. And then one day, he's very famous for it. And then he's also the son of another man who used to be a very famous underwater football player, and he hates him. Like, Titus is all like, "Ooh, Dad, I hate you so much. You're such a jerk." And then his dad, whose name is Jecht and is incredibly sexy, is like, "Haha, son, you sure do suck, but I love you anyway. Also, I'm gonna go abandon you now, bye." And so we have daddy issues, which, you know, makes this a very relatable game for the gays. So our main character, who has daddy issues, is getting ready to do his underwater football. The only fact that you need to know is that Titus has no drip, totally dripless. Yeah, his fashion is a disaster, except that I kind of love it. But that's just JRPG fashion for you. But so, we're playing as a sports ball boy who has daddy issues. Auron is so daddy, though. Can we at least appreciate that, please? Auron is hot. There's a lot of hot guys in this game. That's one of the things that kept me interested in it when it came out, because when it came out, there were a lot of things about this game that I actually really did not like. But I was like, you know what? I'll put up with it because there's a lot of hot guys here. All right. Tide Pod, let's see you do better than your Bara Power Top bear of a father. Okay, so I think I'm going the wrong. Well, I'm not going the wrong way. I am going the right way, but what I wanted to do was go the wrong way because I think there's an item that other way that I want to get. So I'll do that. Okay, so anyway. So we're playing as this famous sports ball boy, and his dad left a long time ago, but this other older man named Auron, who's on screen right now, he's the guy wearing red. He's kind of been like a surrogate father to us and also kind of knew our dad, and he's walking around in the town while we're doing our sports ball thing. And then this giant murder whale shows up and blows the entire town up. And the only two people who seem to have survived are Titus right here, this boy, and Auron. And they appear to have been transported 1,000 years into the future. And apparently that giant murder whale that just blew up your town is just a regular occurrence that happens every couple years in this world that we've woken up in. Every couple years he just shows up and is like, hey, it's time for me to murder everyone. And like, that's just a regular thing that happens in this world. And everyone's like, oh yeah, that place you claim to have come from, they're like, well, that place, that's a holy land that got destroyed 2,000, was it 1,000 years or 2,000 years? It doesn't really matter, a long ass time ago. But they're like, it's been dead for 1,000 years and no one's allowed to go there. You're not supposed to talk about it. And so we end up meeting up with a bunch of people who are part of like the main religion of this new world that we've never explored. And as part of their new wacky religion, whenever the murder whale shows up, they have people who are capable of summoning magical creatures who they use the magical creatures that they can summon to fight against the giant murder whale and kill him temporarily. Baloo not realizing he sounds like a crazy person. No, I know I sound like a crazy person. You can't explain the plot of Final Fantasy X without sounding like you are schizophrenic. It's literally impossible. But so you meet up with this group and you meet their summoner, or you meet their lady who's able to summon magical creatures, and you're like, God, she's beautiful. And she's like, you know what? Everyone else thinks you're insane because you claim to be from this village or this city that was destroyed thousands of years ago. But I believe you. And the reason I believe you is because I know the name of your dad. Your dad's name is Jecht, and he was way hotter than you. And he was one of the bodyguards who helped my dad when he was a summoner. And Orin, that guy who's been your surrogate dad, he was the other bodyguard for my dad. And so I believe you. I'm the only one who believes you. And you're like, oh my God, you're beautiful and you're the only person who believes me. You are the only thing that matters in my entire life now. And so you end up becoming a bodyguard for her as well. Says the Kingdom Hearts fan. I mean, Kingdom Hearts sounds insane for completely different reasons. The issues of Kingdom Hearts are a very different beast. But so anyway, you become a bodyguard to this lady who's trying to help defeat the murder whale. And the entire time that you're being a bodyguard to her, you're constantly going like, man, I can't wait to do this with you in the future. I can't wait to come back here with you in the future, and like constantly talking about like wanting to like basically like laying it on real thick that your character is like planning on marrying her and like planning on spending a lot of time with her. And every time you do, all the other characters are like, you know, you shouldn't be saying that. It's kind of awkward. But they like won't explain to you what the fuck is going on. And it's all because in order for her to defeat the giant murder whale, she has to literally sacrifice herself. And you eventually find that out, and your character's like, oh, well then your religion is garbage and maybe you shouldn't do that. So that's kind of the main plot of what's going on right now. Also, you end up finding out that the murder whale is your dad, and we haven't reached the point in the game where they explain how that makes any sense. They do. There is technically an explanation for it. It just sounds crazy. But basically, the murder whale, every time you kill it, it comes back, and they don't explain how it comes back until later, but basically it like takes one of the people who was involved in its death and possesses them, and then turns it into its new future self. And since your dad was the bodyguard of the guy who killed it last time, he decided to come back as your dad. So it's a game about murdering your dad, who is a giant murder whale, and also religion is fake, and it's weird. It's a weird story. I like it. I know it sounds insane, but I actually really enjoy the plot of this game. Spoiler alert. I mean, this game is like, what, 20 years old at this point? I'm pretty sure we're allowed to talk about it. And then you love each other, but then Yuna reveals her NTR tendencies. I think you're getting confused and mixing up the events of that strange YouTuber we found. I don't think that their things are canon. Pixel, are you getting any of this? This is what you wanted. This is what you wished for. To be fair, there are a lot of Final Fantasy games out there that are much easier to understand than Final Fantasy X. Which is to say almost all of them, except maybe 13. It makes more sense than every other Final Fantasy that came before 10, which is probably poorly translated. Yeah, to be fair with the Final Fantasies before 10, it's really mostly just that the translations were kind of garbage. The plots weren't all that hard to follow. I feel kind of confused, but I guess I understand it. Did I hear 13? Don't get excited. I never mentioned 13 in a positive way. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I know that a lot of people in my chat disagree with me on that, but I really don't like 13. Oh my god, is his name in the Japanese version literally 1-2? Wansu? His name is a pun on the English 1-2. That's hilarious. I love that. We don't talk about 13. Can I explain the Lassie, Falsey, and Seath? I mean, you can. They're like, that's not the problem with 13 though. I mean, their names are stupid, but they're not really hard concepts to understand. The problem with 13 is, why do any of the characters respond to stimuli the way they do? Why is everyone crazy? Do it, Onyx. Unleash the power. You know what? I can actually read what the fucking equipment does now, so let's find out. Nope, that wasn't right. Kori Kogeki. Ice attack. So then the other one must be fire attack. I don't need that. Conductor. So what is this? What do you mean error occurred? Ugh. Fine. Double penalty. Double penalty. Okay. Let's see. Stop giving me errors. Oh my god. Oki. Ogeki. Okay, that doesn't really explain anything to me. What the heck does that mean? First of all, there's another kanji there that you're not reading. Look, when you take a lot of Xanax, the plot of 13 happens. Yeah, I can do angry face. Watch. Watch. This is how I feel when I think of Final Fantasy 13. And then this is how I feel about all the other older Final Fantasy games. This is how I feel when I think about the current state of the Final Fantasy franchise. This is how I feel about this game, though. Angie. I do love it. My angry face looks really funny. I don't use it enough. Oh, shit. I appreciate that you think I'm cute. Himari. Because you always need more experience points. The translator be like FF8, FF10, don't know her. I really think it's because the font is surprisingly pixelated. I wonder if there's a way to change that. I think it's probably a combination of the fact that the font is pixelated and also the fact that since all the menus are like semi-transparent, there's a lot of like texture going on. So that probably also makes it a little hard for the thing to actually extract the text, because it's not really the translator that's having problems. It's the thing that allows me to extract the text from the screen. I have a lot of systems working at the same time right now. I have my VTuber model, I have my game running, I have OBS recording all that, and then I have the program that allows me to extract Japanese text from images, and then I have the program that translates the text that gets extracted from the images. There's a lot of moving parts, and thankfully I have 3 monitors, or else this would be a lot more difficult. OBS sounds like a disease. Thankfully, despite how its name may sound, it's actually a pretty sick program. Like, it works really well, and it's free and open source, and it really, like, I have not had much troubles with OBS, honestly. Of all of the free open source software I've used, it's probably the one that works the most consistently for me. I don't know how other people feel. Other people might have a lot of problems with it, but for me personally, it runs great. The Moogle dolls are really my favorite of Lulu's weapons. They're just so cute. They're so good. All of her weapons should be Moogle dolls. Bum, 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 ba-da. Okay, there was no point in me coming back and walking into that corner, but I had to know. I know some who use Bandicam, Baloo. Are you okay? Should I call help? I've never used Bandicam. The only thing I know about Bandicam is that a lot of times I'll see people recording, I'll see videos that like have a watermark on it that says Bandicam, and OBS doesn't do anything like that. So I'd say OBS seems like the better option to me there. I've never used Bandicam. I can't actually make any comments on whether it's good or not, but I'm pretty sure it costs money, whereas OBS does not. OBS is completely free, so there's also that. Get you back in here. Wrong. Steal. Stop hurting her. I need her to be alive, because she kills the robots real good. Lulu also kills them pretty good, but not quite as good. Well, you're perfect. What are you talking about? Aw. Anything? No. Why would you do this to me? Yuna. I'll wait till Lulu's turn. You guys are starting to piss me off. Alright. Phoenix down. Go. Okay, you get out of here. You stop it. I do like that Lulu canonically keeps her items inside of her boobies. Bandicam is memed on because it was used on really old low effort tutorial videos. Yeah, see, that's the only thing I really know about it, is my problem. I've never known it outside of that context. Y'all got Yuna and Riku. All that's left is to bring the pain. Look, I'm real glad that we got the controller working before we got to 10-2, because I would have been especially disappointed if we had to play that one on mouse and keyboard. But hopefully it won't be too long before we get to 10-2, because that's where the real fun begins. Remember, PewDiePie still paid for Bandicam? Why? A very good storage option. Yep. If you got big old jugs like that, it's a good place to hide some things. I mean, I suppose if you're already used to Bandicam, I can understand why you would keep paying for it if it's something that you're already familiar with, but thankfully I did not start doing streaming or anything like that until after OBS was a thing, and OBS is completely free, so. Final Fantasy Charlie's Angels is always fun. I love Final Fantasy X-2. I feel like Final Fantasy X-2, it really does seem like in the West at least, it's way more popular. It's way more popular with gay guys who like turn-based RPGs, like gay guys who grew up playing Final Fantasy, than it is with anyone else, because like when it came out, dudes didn't want to play it because they were like, why do I want to play a game where I play as a girl playing dress up? And then the girls didn't want to play it because they thought all the outfits that you were playing dress up in were too slutty and sexist. So it was like, we were really the only ones who were in any position where we would be able to look at Final Fantasy X-2 and appreciate it for what it was. Everyone was too stuck trying to think too hard about, I don't know, what does it say about me if I play this game? Whereas we were like, this game looks fun, we're gonna play it. Let's see, where do I want to take him now? You know what? You can just hold on to your sphere levels for now, because I literally don't know where I want to take you. Oh, well, I could take you over here into Auron's area. Yeah, I'll do that. Move. Oh, which way do I want to take you, though? And not that way, because that would be a waste. So we will go here first. HP. And what do you say? Aha! Steel. There. It finally actually captured it properly. Good. So now we have 3 characters who can steal. Which way do I want to take you? go here. And then... Okay. One more and attack. What ability do we get for you? Let's find out what that says. Oh, that's just Sloga. Okay, I already know what Sloga is. Wait, no. Himari. And Shell. Sure, why not? I mean, I can hold a pen on mine, so I relate. Very charming. I remember the only interaction with Ten-2 was when I played my stepfather's file, and every step I walked, I entered a battle, I didn't get far. That skill branch still gives me nightmares, legit. How big is it? It is... this big. And everyone's all on it. It's just one big thing that everyone is on and everyone's interconnected. So like the green is Ryuku. This lightish blue is Yuna. This other lightish blue is Titus. This purple is Lulu. The orange is Waka. The red is Orin. And then the dark blue is Kamari. And they can all technically go into each other's areas and unlock everyone else's abilities. The only exception is no one can unlock Yuna's summons except Yuna. Yuna's the only one who can ever unlock her summons, because those aren't part of the sphere grid. Those are story progression, so you can't teach those to anyone else. And then the characters also have a few like unique attributes, like the fact that when Riku steals when you use steal on a machine, if Riku is the one who uses it, it automatically defeats the machine. But I'm pretty sure no one else is able to do that when they use steal. Baloo, stop. No, I'm sorry. You asked a question and I'm a nerd, so my natural instinct is to answer the question. Assuming Baloo has the time and patience to grind this playthrough, which he won't. I won't. I'm not gonna do that, for the record, because that's a lot of work for not a lot of fun. I am going to grind to a ridiculous degree just because I like to be overpowered as hell in these games. But I'm not going to do that because that's so much work. I know how to get Yojimbo, Maga Sisters, and Anima. I might do those. I might get the other summons just because I do like them a lot, but I'm not gonna bother getting like the ultimate weapons. I'm not gonna do all the sphere grid. I'm probably not gonna do that one secret dungeon. The Ultima weapon dungeon. Is it the Ultima weapon, or which weapon was it? I can't remember. But I'm probably not gonna do that. The only bonus things I might end up doing is getting the extra summons, just because I do like them a lot. They're a lot of fun. And now it's time for us to do what is considered one of the hardest boss fights in this game, but I'm also extremely over leveled for this point, and I have all of my overdrives saved up, so it's probably going to be easy as hell for me, just because I have been level grinding off screen for quite a bit. Then there was that one optional sub boss in the international version. I deadass forgot his name, but you fight him on top of your ship. Penance. That's who you're thinking of. I'm definitely not doing that. I don't have the patience to do that. You should 100% every Final Fantasy game. I will not do that because I literally don't have enough time to do that. I would die before I ever accomplish that. Simply put, I would be a dead man before I could make that a possibility. Not because I don't... I mean, some of the bonus stuff is fun, but a lot of it is just pretty meh. And also, Final Fantasy games don't typically do multiple endings, at least not the mainline ones. 10-2 has multiple endings, but most Final Fantasy games don't. Most of the mainline ones, anyway. So it's not even really something that will like help you get like the best ending or something like that. I'm still very taken aback by how much cooler Seymour sounds in Japanese than he does in the English version. Not that I don't love his English voice, because his English voice is just mincing as hell and I love it. Okay. So you're gonna mix Smoke Bomb and this, so that you can poison him. Yeah. Then Yuna, it's time to cheese this fight. I love how all the models can't stop shaking. Yeah, I'm assuming it has something to do with like how the animation files were compressed, since this was originally a PS2 game. I know that it's definitely something Square Enix got better about as they went on, but at least for this game, all the animations are really twitchy. So I think it didn't get compressed properly. And even though this is the remastered version, they didn't change any of the animations. You know, they updated the models and the textures and stuff, but all the animation files are exactly the same. So like anything that was wrong with the animations in the original is still wrong with them now. One of the worst animation quirks in this, though, has to be the way Blitzballs work. Where they're they don't make a whole lot of sense the way they work, because like a character will move their hand to pick it up, and then like there's a very specific spot on the blitz ball where their hand is able to connect with it, and the ball will turn so that that part is connecting with their hand, and then they'll pick it up. It's weird. It doesn't look good. I feel like for the most part this game's visuals aged pretty well in terms of like what they were able to accomplish, but there are certain little quirks where like you can really tell that they were just trying to get stuff working, and things were getting held together by duct tape at certain points. I forgot how Noctis was just realistic Sasuke. Gladiolus still fertile though. God, Gladiolus is so hot. I'll probably end up playing Final Fantasy 15 at some point. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really care for the gameplay in it at all, but Gladiolus is pretty hot. And well, when I say gameplay, I mean the combat. The combat does not appeal to me at all, but the other aspects of the gameplay seem like I would enjoy them, like the exploration and stuff. Alright, you get out of here. And oh my god, I should be able to actually do his overdrive pretty easily. Yay! That's so much easier to do on a controller. Ultimate flavor experience. All I want is a 15 lifetime supply of cup noodle. I do love that. Fun thing about 15 is that you can hold the attack button and win. See, that's what I don't like. I played the demo of it and I was like, wow, this is really pretty and these characters seem really cool and this world seems really exciting. And then they were like, okay, time to teach you how the combat works. Hold the button. And I was like, oh, I'm very bored. This is very boring. Sorry, Thunder Horse. You did well, though. And dead. Hooray! We just beat one of the hardest bosses in the game without even really trying. See, this is why overleveling is fun. All the characters are like, yep, that sure happened. Level 4 key spheres, yay! But where are the level 3 key spheres?
私の力で神になる。
たわごとだ。忘れろ。
彼が神になれば、ジェクトさんが救われる。
行くぞ。
何か知ってるなら教えてください。
Wait, did he have two giant swords in his design? Yes, he has an attack where he uses both of them, but I managed to kill him before he used the attack. Oh yeah, this is where Titus reveals to everyone else what he learned from Auron, which is that Sin, which is the giant murder whale, is his dad. And they're all like, what? Which isn't really the response they should give, which should be, how? How does that make any sense? How is your dad a giant murder whale?
ごめん。
How did your mom make that happen?
たとえシンがジェクトさんでも、シンがシンである限り、私。
分かってる。倒そう。親父もそれを望んでる。
父親と戦える？
大丈夫。やるよ。俺。
なあその話を真の毒気にやられて夢を見たわけじゃねえよな。
ああ。
じゃあチャップは悪いけどよ、俺何も聞いてねえことにしとく。頭こんがらがってきたぞ。なんでまたそんなことになっちまったんだ。行けばわかる。もうすぐだ。
Do 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 do. Save. It was such a mess of a design that I couldn't tell what I was looking at. There's a lot of details in it. Yeah, my mom was a freak. Oh no. Yup. Okay. Well, I guess it's a good thing that we just saved. Because I'm not going to put up with that happening anymore. It's a shame because I actually wanted to stream more today, but I do need to figure out a solution to that problem. Because otherwise, when we do the end of the game and like are watching the end credits and all that shit, it's gonna be bad. So close it and open again. That's a good point. That might fix. Even then, though, like I still need to find an actual solution to this problem, because like otherwise, like there's no way we're gonna do like the final battle and everything and then make it through the credits and everything without getting the green screen unless I can find an actual solution to this problem. So at the very least, I still need to find a solution to the problem before we get to that point. So I don't know. I'm gonna try shutting the game off and restarting it, and that might solve it for now, and that would allow us to continue streaming for today. But I am going to have to do some research on how to fix this problem for real, because I don't want it ruining the end of the game. Because I really do like the way this... I really do genuinely actually like this story, and I do want us to be able to actually watch it conclude properly. So, one moment, please, while I reset things. I will be right back. Okay. All right, let's try this again. Let's see if this works. Hopefully that will have fixed it. Yep, okay. So that does confirm that this appears to be what other people were saying it was. It's a memory issue where because the game is still 32-bit, it doesn't have as much access to as much RAM as a 64-bit program would, and the way that it handles not crashing when it runs out of data is that when the videos come up, it just doesn't play them, which is stupid. But I will find a way to fix it. I'm a green screen waka porn on that cutscene. I mean, that would be very funny, but where would you put? You can't put it on YouTube. I mean, put it on Twitter, I guess. And if you do, tag, because that would be funny.
ユーナの命がかかってるんだよ。
いや、アーロンの言う通りだ。これは俺たち、俺の物語なんだから。うわっ！
And then this, Mr. Pixel, is this is the town this is the city I was talking about. This is the city where our boy, Sports Boy Titus, grew up. That got destroyed at the beginning of the game. This is what that city looked like. And this is the point where we realize that yes, the city we lived in did get destroyed thousands of years ago, but that technically wasn't the city we grew up in. The city we grew up in is a fabrication, a fake version of the city that was created by a bunch of sleeping ghosts, basically. You mean Detroit? Yeah, pretty much. You're lucky that Yuna's NTR YouTuber doesn't watch your streams. God, I wish. I would feel honored if that person watched my streams.
君のことを前から知ってる。ずっと昔から。
俺も知ってるような気がする。
Kingdom Hearts ass plot. To be fair,
変なこと言うな。君の家だろ?
when they were originally developing the game, it was going to be a lot more simple. It was just going to be that Titus was from Zanarkand and that he did come from Zanarkand and it was destroyed 2,000 years ago or 1,000 years ago or whatever. And he was just a ghost. He was just an unsent who didn't realize he was an unsent who woke up 1,000 years later. And the only reason they ended up not doing that was because while they were working on the game, The Sixth Sense came out. The Hollywood movie The Sixth Sense. And like that was the big reveal of The Sixth Sense, was that the main character was a ghost the whole time and he didn't know it. And they were worried that people would think that they were ripping that off. So they decided to change it. And this was their way of coming up with a solution to it. Was to make it really convoluted. But that was the only way they could think of to basically preserve the plot without having to like change anything, while also removing that one thing that they were worried people would accuse them of plagiarizing.
昔、大きな戦争があった。
ああ、機械の?
Titus, we split your city into two. Pretty much. And to be fair, it is convoluted, but I like what they did with it in Final Fantasy X-2, where they introduced the character of Shuyin as, you know, he's the real person from the real Xanarkand who Titus was based on, and they're very similar to each other but also different people, and that affects the plot in a lot of ways. And I find it very interesting how Ten-2, I love Ten-2. Like, I think it is genuinely, like, yes, it's fun and cheesy and silly, but I also love how it genuinely expands on the plot and the lore of Final Fantasy X and makes things make more sense in hindsight, and also has a lot of like really dark fucked up shit in it. Like, Ten-2 is so good. I love Ten-2. People do not give Ten-2 the love that it deserves. Because yes, it is fun and silly, and yes, it is gay culture, and yes, it is very much like a pride parade with magic and all that, but it's also just really genuinely good, and I love it. Meanwhile, Astral Chain out there plagiarizing Ava with no shame at all. I do kind of want to, if you're talking about what I think you are, Astral Chain, it's a game, right? I feel like, yeah, because there's a game that I want to play that I'm pretty sure is called Astral Chain. It looks really cool.
ずっと夢を見ててなんだか疲れちゃった。ねえ、君と君のお父さんなら僕たちを眠らせてくれるかな。君とお父さんは真に触れたスピラをめぐる死の螺旋、その中心にいる真にね。
わけわかんねえよ。
君たちはもうただの夢じゃない。お願い、目を開けて。もう少し走ってみせてよ。君は夢を終わらせる夢。
Yeah, Platinum Switch anime game. Yeah. That game does look really cool. I didn't hear anything about it being a ripoff of Ava. That's new to me.
よかった。もうすんごく心配したんだから。大丈夫？どうしたの？
なんでもないよ。気失って夢見てた。みんなに呼ばれて目が覚めた。よく寝たし気力回復。じゃあ行くっす。
And so these are all the bodies of the people who died in the actual city of Xanarkand when it was destroyed. And they have become magic sleeping ghosts that keep a dream version of the city alive. Because in the world of Final Fantasy X, if people die in a certain circumstance, they're able to like basically freeze their body inside of a stone and then keep dreaming, and what they dream ends up becoming a reality. And that's where the magical creatures that Yuna summons comes from. Kimahri. I'll be the future of this burning hell. It's a fighting guys. Sir? Sir, I ask you to stand down. There we go. Very good. Oh boy. We're officially at that point in the game where the difficulty starts to go a lot harder. Yay! Thankfully, Orin does a lot of damage. I forget where... It's been a long time since I've played this part of the game, so I forget what I'm supposed to be doing in here. But... I'm sure I'll figure it out. It's a song from Astral Chain. Oh! I have to actually familiarize myself. Because like I said, I haven't actually played it yet, so... I don't know a lot about it. I just know that I've seen trailers, and those trailers look really nice. Final Fantasy X, this one's for the furries. Yes, a lot of stuff in Final Fantasy X was definitely, whether they meant to or not, it was a very furry bait game. Let's make it extra furry. There, now the furries can never say that I haven't done something for them. No, good sir. We'll be having none of that, thank you. And again to you, I say no. FF12 is also furry bait, but only because of it got Fran. Fran is good, though. I'm not attracted to her, but I do love her design, and I do love her. She is wonderful. She is magical. I don't like how they did his hands. Whose hands? Don't kill him. No! I'm sorry, furries. I disappointed you. I'm assuming you're talking about the behemoth's hands. Because his hands do look a little... Now that I actually pay attention to them, his hands do look really terrible. But... we'll have to... We'll be fine. Let's see. Aqua Breath. And that probably won't be all that great. Yeah. Not all that great. Oh well. I tried to give the furry something. Yeah, I can see what you mean when I look at his hands now. They do look pretty gnarly. I can kind of understand why his hands look like that. They were trying to make it look like paws, kind of. But it looks real bad. It looks really, really gross. It could have looked a lot better. Yeah. You hit that. You're gonna heal yourself. When I was young, I used to watch Space Jam on videotape, and I saw Lola Bunny and... Let me stop right there. You are not the only person who has told me that. I have a friend at work he's one of those guys who insists, like, I'm not a furry, but I'd totally fuck Lola Bunny. And I'm like, I don't think you understand what the word furry means, my good sir. You don't get to say I'm not a furry, but I would definitely do the very thing that furries are defined by. May I inquire with this information, but what is furry in Japan? Oh, in I don't know if in Japan there is a word for the fans themselves, since like I know in English technically the word furry doesn't mean like the characters, it means the fans themselves. But in the characters in Japanese are called kemono, Kemono, which is it's really just like another Japanese word that sort of means animal, but specifically like when it's not being used to refer to furry characters, it's specifically a word that means more like bestial animals. So like wild animals, really scarier animals, you know, like bears and stuff. Not the types of things that you would keep as pets, is what the word means. And it kind of serves as like a transitionary word between dobutsu, which just means animal, and bakemono, which is a Japanese word that means monster. And if you say it without the ba, just say kemono, it means like big, strong, scary animals, basically. And that's what it means beast, basically. Like how in English the word beast can mean a big, scary animal, but it can also mean like a monster. And that's the word that they use for the types of characters that we sometimes call furries in English. I did that. Show him E621, see how he reacts. I did that to my friend once and they all blocked. Let's just say I ruined the Lion King. What did you do to Zimba, Anthony? By the way, I remember that when I played Final Fantasy X, I found out that an NPC dog design got reused in KH2. Really? Are you talking about those weird long-eared dogs? I don't remember those guys showing up in Kingdom Hearts 2. That's weird. Alright, time for this to be a little annoying. Okay. Damn it. Nope, that's not gonna work. Are you serious? Oh my god. There we go. Yay, more key spheres. I need so many key spheres. Do 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 do. I think so, the brown one. So wild. I don't remember seeing those in Kingdom Hearts 2 at all. I'm assuming they were probably used in Twilight Town or some other not actually Disney related town, just because I feel like they would look really out of place if they tried putting them in a Disney town or in a Disney world. Riku, what the fuck is that victory animation? Yeah, I don't think that puzzle solved this. Did it? No, it didn't. Okay. So there's something else we need to do before we can go that way. What did that puzzle solve? Yeah, you attack that one. Yo, the dog that was stuck on the garbage and you have to... Oh. I have to look it up. 'Cause I really don't remember that. We'll just use a regular high potion. There you go. Now you're not dying. It's like nothing ever went wrong. I feel like I've never seen that victory animation until today, and it's very silly. I'm enjoying it a lot. That's not what it did. Ariman. Or, I guess I don't know what your name is at this point. Okay, fine. We're gonna use an Albet potion. I love Albed potions. They're nice. Okay. Orin, you get out here. Use another Albed potion. No. Albed potion. There we go. Ah. You get in here. Which way should we go first? Let's go left. Waka. Let's get Kamari out here. Do it. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Is anyone low? Okay, yeah, Lulu. Alright, I'm gonna have to get Lulu out in the next battle. Because otherwise she's gonna start falling behind. Lulu! Lightning Returns, dog? I will have to look that up. I've never played Lightning Returns. I've only ever played the first Final Fantasy 13. Also, I'm glad everyone in chat is admitting to being a horrible furry degenerate. Does the Behemoth have any weaknesses? No, he doesn't. Okay, so Lulu, I guess just hit him with some hard shit. Like Flare. I'm back from my walk. Still furry? Have to assume he still is. That's not something you can shake so quickly. Need months of therapy. Oh no! There we go. That's one down. Can you poison this one too? No. Damn it, Riku. Or Dooku. God, I'm so used to calling her Riku. Her having a different name in the Japanese version really took me by surprise. I was not expecting that. Oh God. I'm guessing you go to that one. You go to that one. Yeah. Because it's tied to your colors, right? On the sphere grid? Pretty sure. Yay, we murdered the giant fish. Ouch. Al bed potion. Glowy underwater things look nice. I know, I love their design. They're so cool. A very underutilized design too, because since they're only like they're a type of enemy that only ever shows up when you're in like the underwater parts of the game. So like you just hardly ever see them. It's a real shame because they look cool as hell. I want that treasure chest. There we go. No. So I go down. God damn it. I just want the treasure chest. Why can't you guys just give it to me? You monster. Damn it. You guys need to stop murdering my friends. I need them alive for things. Albed potions. Spam Albed potions. That's all you're gonna do for a bit now, Riku. Is spam Albed potions. Okay. How's everyone? Yeah, go ahead and use it again. Okay, now we can beat up the fish again. Lucky Sphere? Oh. Oh. Which one's that? Lucky Sphere. Oh. I finally got one of the ones that actually activates a Luck Sphere. That's good to know. Of course, I only got one. So that kind of sucks, but my memory conserves, you don't act. If my memory serves, you don't actually have to get that many luck spheres unlocked. I mean, I don't think I ever really got that many of them when I beat the game before, so I'm sure I'll be fine. I just, you know, I always want to unlock every stat option I come across, so I hate that I've always had to pass up every luck thing I come near in the sphere grid. But oh well. Blue, why are they sticking their heads so passionately into the holes? Yeah, that minigame, very stupid. And it's they definitely should have come up with some unique animations for that because it looked very dumb. But oh well. Rikudo! There we go. Everything's better now. I was going to say, yo, imagine Lulu mermaid form, but her tail belts. But then I realized that sounds kind of horrible. I mean, it could look cool. It's definitely a design idea that would need to be iterated on a couple times before it looked good, but I think it has the potential to look pretty awesome. You know what? You haven't stole anything from anyone in a while. What do these guys got? Die. Well, that was different. What is that noise? Well, it's not gonna kill me, whatever it is, but it's still a weird noise. Wee. Misharu, hello. The Virgin Final Fantasy X weird monster and the Chad Final Fantasy IV big squirrel enemy. I don't think the squirrel is 4. I'm pretty sure the squirrel is 5. I think. Yeah, 5. I don't think the squirrel was in 4. Little did Baloo know his cats were planning a coup. I hope that noise I'm hearing is not the cats, because that would be weird. That would imply that the cats are both outside of my apartment and also possibly running what sounds like a lawnmower inside of the halls of the apartment building. But that can't be right. Okay. It is saving time. Flops in Big Bro's lap. This is my seat. Oh no, you might have to fight some people. I think it was claimed earlier. Though, I'm sure people can take turns. Sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. I guess we have been going for 2 hours. But I should bring Lulu out here. This bitch needs to level up too. There we go. Okay. I think I might be calling it for the day because I'm getting kind of sleepy. And I don't want to keep yawning and being not so talkative because I feel like that's boring and I don't want to be boring. So I should probably go take a nap because I didn't really get as much sleep as I should have. And also I want to research and figure out how to fuck to get my game to stop green screening because it needs to not do that. I need it to actually function properly for the future. So I'm going to try to figure that out as well. So I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye for now.